Okay. Hello. I'm going to use the OTF, the Lightning OTF. I think I said it was 440C last time. I think that's wrong. I think it's more like 440, which is definitely nothing to write home about. But I'm finding this is my most used because I'm finding that the fidget factor is great, and for light use, EDC use, it's actually really practical. And it's surprisingly slicey. I mean, I'm thinking, I haven't measured it yet. I can measure it later, but I'm thinking it's probably very thin, behind the grind. So here is SMKW. So let's unbox this and see what's up. Safety first, cutting towards myself. Okay. Ooh. This is, I thought so. This is the Bladehq, and I recently found a new website out of New Mexico that's like super budget. Everything's cheap there. I don't know how they're doing it. It's like almost wholesale prices, and they have the micarta scales there for like $30. So I'll probably get it because I had been debating whether or not I would actually invest more in some of these K-bars. Because then it's just unnecessarily raising the price overall. But in the case of the Bladehq, I think I'm going to do, because it has no handle scales at all. Ugh, no, thanks. Okay. A lot of box for and if you're watching, holler in the chat. Goondocks, what's up, bro? Thanks for joining. Okay, so this is the K-bar. Oh, and the music is lo-fi, L-O-F-I, which is really popular in Brazil. It's basically taking sort of like trip hop, house-ish, and remixing like pop songs with it. In this case, like MPB, samba, and then they'll do like hip hop and stuff like that. So, and it's super popular in Brazil, and it's like mellow, chill music. In fact, the logos that they put on YouTube are like girls studying. It's kind of meant as like study music. So this is the K-bar BK11. So what is it, like the 11, the 17, the team numbers are the double-digit numbers, I think, are the smaller ones. I don't think as a rule, but like obviously the 2, the 7 are the big ones. The 2 is the companion, the 7 is the crewman. Anyway, so here's the typical K-bar box with the sliding thing. Of course, it's made in USA. Oh, okay. So the Bladehq is made in Taiwan. So there's that. No. Oh, plastic sheath made in Taiwan. The knife made in the USA. Oh, there it is. There's the thing. I was looking for the flag. Okay, so it's BK11. So here we go. This is what it's going to look like. You can hear it. It's rattling a lot. Hey, Grateful Panic. How's it going, John? So let's see if we can get this going. Very small. This is probably one of the most expensive neck knives I can think of. It really is meant to be kind of a full knife as far as neck knives go. Let's see. It's probably 3.5 inch blade, I think it is. It's got a nice grind. It's very even. I like it. It's full flat. It's got this crinkle coat, which is probably create a tremendous amount of friction. It is what it is. I mean, I know some people like to just go ahead and take that finish off, but I'm going to go ahead and get the micarta scales for it. And it's almost a 4-finger knife. It's like a 3.5. So, but a large 3.5. It's almost 4. So great ergos. So it comes with the little thing. And then the plastic sheath. There it is. So, ooh, that is slicey. There was just I was just saying, oh, there's going to be a ton of friction. I mean, that absolutely just went through it like there was just no resistance. So there's the fake-ish paracord. Um, it feels like it's decent quality uh, paracord, and the way K-Bar does it, they have this whole little thing here to secure it. So definitely friction already, and this is definitely not Kydex. It's definitely thermoplastic. Um, yeah. Oh, I guess that's it. Okay, so it doesn't click in. Ooh, I almost cut myself. It doesn't click in at all. It really does rely on this, which I always feel like there should be some clicking. And the way the knife is shaped, you could easily create like a little tab that would click into, but it's not doing that at all. There is, nevertheless, a very good amount of friction, as you can see. So the friction is enough to stick it in there when you're using it. But if you start walking, again, it will be relatively safe, but you are going to have to slam that shut. Let's see. That's not good. Let's see if you have to really lock it. I mean, I guess that's good. It means that in an emergency, you can definitely just go ahead and yank it out, and it definitely won't come out while you're walking. But again, there's still no snap, so uh, I'm not sure if this is supposed to like latch on with something. I really don't know. Anyway, so I guess bam and then bam. And then, can you hear that? So there's definitely movement in there. If you put like a really razor edge on there, it's probably gonna take off that little micro burr if you just give it too much of a fine edge. There's movement in there, but yet it doesn't rattle because there's pretty decent tension. Oh well, so that's that. Here now, the thing is, I don't know what sort of clips might work if you did want to non-neck this. I realize now that you'd have to rig something with cordage because I don't think this will fit any kind of clip, and if so, it would fit it very awkwardly. So, yeah, I think this is, yeah, I mean, oddly placed holes. I'm not sure what exactly they're going for here. I'll have to look up how other people rig these things up. How's tricks? Oh, hey there, Peter. How's it going? I'm listening while I get myself packed up for work in the AM. Right on. Cool. It's good to see you, buddy. Yeah. PETA. What's PETA? Oh, PETA. So Marianne is extremely sick. She's also probably kind of upset with me too. I think she blocked me recently. So she's got some very serious illness. Finally got diagnosed. She's got Hurley stage 3. I mean, it looks like flesh-eating bacteria. I mean, it's horrible. It's basically like an immune disease, hormonal sort of thing, where like your sweat glands get clogged, and it's very disgusting and painful. And she's having a really, really rough time. But at least she's finally got a diagnosis. And another friend of mine has gone missing as of this morning. So I've been on the phone all day. So there could be some very dramatic circumstances coming forth in the very near future. So who knows what my own personal mental state will be. It's not like I'm going to shut down the channel regardless. but I may be deeply affected emotionally and psychologically. So just a little bit of a warning. Put that out there. Bad things to come. So definitely not really great news to report by any means at this point, sadly. So that's what's going on. I gotta show you my new keyboard. Well, this is the keyboard, the K bar. So again, this is the same as last time. It's the wrench knife and the fighting the commando, the Marine Raider knife, whatever they call that, the USMC knife. Okay, so that's that. Let me show you the keyboard real quick. So this is my first truly wireless keyboard, and it's sweet. It does. Can you see it? Turn back on. Okay, so it lights up that color, red and blue and red, and then teal and purple, and then you can make it breathe. Oops. You can make it breathe, so it kind of fades in and out, and then you can change the rate and intensity of the breathing and the light intensity. So it's really practical at nighttime when I've always had to turn on an overhead lamp if I need to find the right keys. I mean, I can mostly type in the dark, but not entirely. Obviously I feel for the home keys, but I'm not that great with numbers and etc. So by feel, that is. So this has been hugely useful. Also, if I'm typing with just one finger, if it comes to that. So, and as you can see, it's super compact. So it takes up way less space, which is really great. And then also take a look at how much height there is. There's this huge distance between the keyboard. So, all the lights show through and everything. And it's got fantastic springy action. And you can pull all the keys out and customize them. And I got this for $5 at the brand spanking new at the Goodwill. Well, it wasn't a Goodwill, excuse me. It was a thrift store, but it's a privately run thrift store in the middle of sort of El Salvadoran Mexican town, sort of near Koreatown, but not quite. I think it's mostly El Salvadoran, but they had this tiny little storefront, but it was a true thrift store and packed to the ceiling. And it's not ravaged by the Paris Hilton types and stuff. So they still had a ton of inventory. So it's my little hidden gem I didn't realize. So I'm going to go back and raid the hell out of it. But so there's that. I'm going to use this to unbox. Let me catch up. Holy crap, dude, that sounds very unpleasant to say the least. It's painful, it's embarrassing, because it looks so bad. It itches like hell, of course. So it's almost like a mixture of fleshing bacteria with psoriasis and but it looks horrid. It's just all the flesh is just peeling off, and people feel obviously the quality of life goes down because they feel very self-conscious. So she's having a really, really rough time. We'll see. And I'm apparently banned right now because I'm on block. So this is from SMKW. So as usual, I don't remember what I got. Ooh, yay! Bigfoot, Burger King. Ew, more American flag stuff. Okay. And then just the regular one. And this one is I remember what I got. Okay. This was on their daily specials or whatever. Daily specials? Is that what they call them? It is a Kershaw this is the problem with envelopes. Let me show you how the box came. Take a look at this. Look at that. Crushed to an oblivion. There's free shipping. Anyway, yeah, look at that. Even this piece fell off. So, this right here, this part of the box fell off. So it's called the Platform 2090. And what intrigued me about this is one of the things that I find I need to EDC sometimes. And look, here's the baggie. It's like completely out of the baggie. Look at that. It's like they fully opened it or something almost, but I think it just got jostled so much. Anyway, here's the Kershaw brochure. Looks like that's the cryo. Let's see what the copyright on this is. Don't think it says. Okay. Anyway, so there's the little brochure thing. And finally, last but not least, here is, I like this little design there that they got. It's pretty sure it's aluminum. And it's just a slip joint. No half stop, but it's a slip joint. Decent detent. But what's cool about this is it is a nail clipper. Does this always stick out like that? Anyway, I'm assuming it's a nail pick, and I guess it goes this way. That's funny. It works. It's not bad. It's not bad. Okay. Yeah. So I feel like I want to start EDCing this because it's unassuming. So it's sort of like gentleman's carrying away, like if you need a knife. And there's rub there somewhere. I think it might just be the spring from that. So let's see. I think I don't remember how this closes. Yeah, I don't. I don't remember how I closed this. Oh, okay. So, if you're going to carry a slip joint, I'd say this is a good way to go. And obviously, that's a good size blade. I think it's 3 inches. Again, it's going to be legal almost anywhere. There's no locking mechanism. Plus, you get, the ability to clip your nails, which I think is half the time as important as not important. It's useful because I think we clip our nails anyway. It's just something I have to do all the time. I don't know if I have nails that grow a lot or very fast or what, but so that was on sale for like $30, overpriced. So the Backer Necker was on sale for $38. Or $39. So it's about $10 off, which again is relatively expensive for a neck knife. This was on sale, also $10 off. So this was regularly $42, which I think is quite high, but it was on sale for $32. But again, I feel like I'm going to get as much use out of this as just about any of my knives. And as you can see, there's no pocket clip, so this is going to be inside, like a pocket carry. It's not going to be my primary, carry, but it'll be my backup. And on those days that I forget, and these days I've been EDCing, this ludicrous thing because I'm wearing basketball shorts all the time, and I don't want anything heavy. and this fulfills my fidget factor. It's also very unassuming because it's pink, and it's legal to carry in Cali. And yeah, this is clearly more a substantial knife than this, as you can see. As a matter of fact, so it looks like it is about 3 inches. Anyway, I've been EDCing this. um, yeah, I'm pleased. Centering looks like it's dead on. So yeah, I'm pleased. Now I got this, another power bank. I can never get enough. It was like $6 or $7 at Harbor Freight. This is the brand I guess they carry. It's only 2,000, but I have a couple of these tiny ones. They don't last all that great, but they don't last that long either. Like, so the little tiny ones that I have are wearing out. They're really just not holding much of a charge. So I just thought I'd re-up. And I got this because I have a lot of things in my car. Not all of them are working. The cigarette lighter adapter. So when I got this 2-to-1 thing so that I can do more. See, I don't mind doing this type of stuff, prying staples with this, because this is 100% a beater knife. And it's like, well, you should use a pry bar. I don't have a pry bar in arm's length, arm's reach, so I'm gonna beat up my knives, and I have more than enough that it's not sacrilegious, Let's see, cord length, 12-volt, cigarette lighter outlet, blah, blah, blah. So, because only one of my things is working right now, so I really need the extra one. Oh, they even have caps over them. That's cool. Okay, so that's that. That's this. What else? Okay, so this is hilarious. I could not figure out. This was on sale for what, $10, $11? Tactical ammo box. Like, what is it that makes it tactical? Like, everything's got to be tactical these days. But I guess it holds 6 to 8 boxes of standard ammo. So I guess it's sized that way. Rugged, polypropylene, blah blah blah. Let's see. It's got a decent snap. It's got a place for a padlock. It does have a rubber gasket, so it'll be water resistant. That'll help for storing ammo. They were giving this away at Harbor Freight for free. So, and then it's got a magnet and a little hook. So, it's got this little tray up here. I'm assuming maybe you could put the loose ammo here, right? And then have the full ammo boxes down there. And then these were on sale for $5. So, I need to carry gloves around more often. Hey, Diver Dave! So, yeah. I think I just need to have gloves more often. And I think I'm going to go ahead and get some cut-proof gloves. I think I'm also going to get some of the knuckle-reinforced ones. I mean, I have my riding gloves as well, so it might be overkill or whatever you call that. So there's the fit and finish for you. Little pieces of slivers of plastic. It doesn't feel robust at all. It feels very, can you see? It's very thin and flimsy. So it really is. Oh, and then they have this tray on top. Again, see how flimsy that lid is? See? So it's not durable, but again, for ammo, it might do the job, enough to keep some 9mm boxes or whatever, even 22s and stuff. Probably better than just leaving it sitting around, which is probably what I would have done otherwise. But it might also be good for making like survival kits too, because it's got a handle, so you can kind of make like a go box instead of a go bag, right? Who knows? That's why I got it, just to see. And it's very inexpensive. Harbor Freight, it was on sale for like $11. So I went for it, and I think that might be it. I mean, it's definitely not it, but let me. Okay. How long has it been? 25 minutes. Okay, we'll go for 5 more minutes because, I mean, I've obviously got tons more I can unbox, but oh, Hello Kitty. What was I thinking? This is like $3 at the Korean market. So this is a fresh unboxing. Oh, what a disappointment. It's just regular. I thought it was going to be like cute and pink with like little tiny Hello Kitties all over it, but it's just regular old white. So that's disappointing. Nah. What a bummer. Signature wipes, pink edition, but they're not even pink inside there. And it's like for sale in Korea only. And obviously, I'm not in Korea. So they're importing this stuff from Korea at the Korean market. So, Koreans don't like to play by the rules. So there's my Hello Kitty wipes. Oh, no, that's not everything I got at Harbor Freight. I also got my Prime bars, which are right here. Where did I put them? They were like right here. Because I was just comparing how long they were compared to the mini crowbar I had. And where did I put? Oh, wait, no, that's not it. On a side note, I forgot. I mean, I've mentioned this before. The Civivi Elementum button lock is so fidget friendly. It's so smooth. Hey, Jan. At first I was like, I am never going to get the Civivi button lock. I can't believe I don't flipper tab and you have to hit the button lock. And then I realized it's kind of a gravity knife. And then once I got it, that action is just to die for. I mean, it is so satisfying, and the detent is so satisfying. It really is. And I managed to lose track of the pry bars I picked up at. No, here they are. Okay, so I showed this before. So this is like the smallest. They call it the gooseneck wrecking bar. Okay, so this is the smallest, basically like crowbar that they have. And then I just noticed today they have these mini pry bars, 2 pieces that are, this is only $5. So, again, I want to go as small as I can to see how well it works, and then, step it up if if it's relevant. So again, so compare sizes. So these are about the same size, and as you can see, they're tiny. Now, these I would say do not compare to this guy. It's just here. Yeah, sorry. It was here. Okay. To this. So this is Reaper, but it's made by the Sheffield company. So, Sheffield is obviously a city in northern England, very industrial town. The name Sheffield, they've basically kept the name, kept the company alive, but they basically make everything in China now. Ultra, ultra, ultra dirt cheap. But which is sad because Sheffield, in a lot of ways, invented the modern pocket knife. So we interestingly call them traditionals. So you think of the Barlow. The Barlow was sort of that OG pocket knife that they were marketing primarily to Americans on the frontier. And this was in the 1800s. And that all came from Sheffield, handmade, that kind of thing. Things have fallen pretty slow. Now, we call them traditionals from our point of view, but if you think about it, actually at that time, that was the beginning of the Industrial Revolution. Those were the modern pocket knives. They were able to machine them so well that they were able to smoothly open and shut, and they could mass manufacture. Is that what it's called? Mass manufacture? What is that called? Mass manufacturing? Is that the word? Anyway, it was the first production knife, if you will, as we understand it today. So, that's why when you think of like jig bone, well, they took bone and they were jigging it with a machine. I mean, that's very modern. So this, as you can see, kind of the same thing, but given that it comes with a sheath, it's just a lot more practical. And so and it has, this sort of rubberized thing. And then, of course, it's got kind of this pry bar, strap cutter. This can function as a knife blade if you need, wrench. So you see, that's why I was interested in this because, again, this was $5. This was still very inexpensive. I think it was like $10 or $11. I'm sorry, I don't remember. But there's the size comparison. So that's why I picked these up from Harbor Freight, because I wanted to see, again, if I didn't, I'm going to add this to like my go bag to go. But this is kind of the stuff I'll probably just have at home, maybe in the tactical ammo bag. So this is a cool little thing. I always had this in my car. I recently grabbed it out because I'm trying to clean out my car. But anyway, yeah. So this is kind of more the portable, given that it has this nylon sheath and, it's kind of MOLLE compatible. Yeah. Okay. In the middle of Monday office hours, 31 degrees here. Not bad at all. 31 degrees. Yeah. If I remember correctly, you're in Singapore, which is, tropical if not subtropical, and no thank you. I can do without 31 degrees. I mean, it was barely that today, and it was unbearable. I'm spoiled in LA. Anything outside of like AC range, it's just unbearable to me. I can't take it. So let me convert 31. So yeah, 87.8. So 88 degrees. That's probably what it was today. No, it was more like 90 today. So about But to me, that's just, oh, yeah. So it's about 32 degrees today, and I don't like it. Hey, Winchester, Satisfaction. I got some keister, bigger keister, even bigger keister. So just to keep it lively. Um, Otherwise, let's see, what time is it? It's been 35 minutes. Word spreads quickly. Oh, thanks, Jan. Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to chit chat, God, have you guys seen that that Saturday Night Live skit with Greg Laurie from that TV show House, the British guy? And it's him and I'm blanking on the guy's name. I think he's got an Armenian last name. You know the guy. And there are these two bosses interviewing what's her name, the blonde girl's name. Obviously, this was a while ago. And she's like, "Oh, so I went to Northwestern, and I graduated." And, they were like, I don't know, genius, lowbrow genius. I just, it's still one of my favorite skits, and so anytime I use that every chance I get, like you can keister. Yep. Okay. The other thing I was going to show you was part. Okay, so I've been thinking like, so I got the second one of these, the Wise Company, these little sort of like EDC things, and part of it was I was thinking this would fit in perfectly, and yeah, it does. Perfect. It fits perfectly. So I've got my Swiss Army. Now I've got a nail clipper. I mean, I would go nuts without a nail clipper. It would drive me because it's like, oh, you can use the scissors on your. Yeah, I know, but it's just not nearly as clean. Don't get me wrong. Through all of college, I clip my nails with my Swiss Classic. I use that all the time. That was my EDC through all of college. But again, if you don't have to, I won't. So I'm kind of thinking the types of things I want to put in here. So I've got my Fire Steel. I've got a marker. I've got the Leatherman Signal. Now I've got the Kershaw. What do they call it again? The Kershaw Platform. That's the nail clipper. My sack. And then I've got this baton. It's the keychain one. It's only a foot. Is there a trick to undoing these, or is it just done by force? Do you guys know? Because I mean, this thing like unscrews entirely. Like, why is that? Does anyone know how these things work, or is this just part of the design? Anyway, okay, so it's stuck. Anyway, I think most of these. I mean, occasionally I think they do have like release buttons, but otherwise I think it's done purely tension wise. So I think you do have to just sort of slam it down. And then this is where I keep my little bugger, right? Is that what it's called? The little bugger? This is tops. Yeah, little bugger, right? So, my Carta 3 inches, just genius. I'm so thrilled about this, and I kind of just want to EDC it, to be honest. I really like EDCing fixed blades, to be honest. I'll be honest with you, I like it. So, yeah, so that's that. What did I just drop the plug? Oh no, there it is. So I still got several slots left. I guess I'm gonna need a flashlight in there too. So anyway, and then it rolls up like this, and then If I had a nickel for every time manufacturing comes in right when I do, I'd have like a dollar. Hey, Hugh Laurie. Is that what I said? Oh, I said Greg Laurie. Greg Laurie is the pastor. Anyway, yeah, that's almost 10 times. Wow. Hugh Laurie. Thanks, guys. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I haven't owned a television since the first season of The Simpsons, which my roommate was an artist on, to come full circle. But yeah, so I've never seen the show House. Um, I only watch movies, so I don't know about TV shows. That makes me wonder. I type hello as I sip up my pen. TMI? You guys are going to go nuts in this chat again. Thoughts on Atlas Lock? You mean the Atlas Lock for you mean the new Cold Steel one? A, overpriced, maybe fair. B, when you've got the Shark Lock and when you've got the artisan, well, not the artisan cutlery, the CJRB reflex lock, I believe they call it. The Atlas Lock, yeah, sure, it's stronger, of course, because it is basically like the Shark Lock, except pushed backwards. So I don't know that I'm that thrilled. Now, sure, this never really took off. Part of the reason why probably is this cheap piece of it's almost like die cast metal. It's just this crappy metal. It doesn't bother me in particular, but it works. It is essentially a crossbar lock, right? But they put it up here so that you could do it with one finger. Okay, I'm not mad. I like it, and you can use it with two fingers. You can use it with one finger, and the fact that they can combine it with a flipper tab is ingenious. I think this is the most underrated development in pocket knives. I don't know why it went out under everyone's radar. And is it me or is this shit? Is that? Oh, okay, it's just me being nasty and filthy. Jesus. Okay, apparently I EDC'd this and cut food and forgot to clean it off. Hence why we like stainless steel. I forget how important stainless steel is because I suspect this could be cleaned off quite easily and simply. Should be a non-issue. Anyway, I'll take care of it in 2 seconds. Yeah, it's sticky, crusty, and nasty, but I don't think there's any spotting at all. And this is it's D2, so I need to be more careful. Hello, I was thinking this is that RPM 9. And this goes to show you that D2 is in fact not a non-stainless, it is a semi-stainless, because I believe it has survived. But I'll do an update. I should not have been so reckless. I get so used to stainless steel that I forget. I don't sit there and keep track and pay attention to which ones of my knives are D2, which is about to bite me in the ass now. I didn't realize I had cut something with this. I use my knives, bro. Good Lord. There might be some spotting, but that's okay with me because I have so many knives. I want to know what it's like to fuck up like this. And then what can be done to can it be rehabilitated, etc. So it's not the end of the world for me, and again, these are very inexpensive, very budget. So again, with something like this, why Atlas? Because the Atlas lock is back here. So when you're up here, to go back here, it just feels like it's not going to be nearly as handy, Benchmade's Axis lock and the Able lock, Hogue's Able lock and all that are right here, right here where your hand is. To come back here for the Atlas lock, again, I am going to want to try it out, but in the days, in the world of button locks and such, I'm wondering if the Atlas lock is misplaced. Its orientation further down, being almost like a mid lock back. I'm wondering if I'm going to be thrilled about it. I do want to check it out though, hopefully sooner than later. And let's catch up here. Winchester now to schedule a session to erase a picture from. Yeah, you're gonna have to see a therapist for that. Jab it onto the floor. Yeah, I know. I'm on a mattress right now. That might be why it's not working. Oops. Doggone it. I hate it when it skips like that. Maybe you should lube it up with graphite lubricant. Yeah, might be. I don't have any, but I do have tons of pencil lead, so I could probably do something. But I do want it to be stiffer than not. Little bugger, that's mini faction. Good one. Okay. Yeah, let's see. There was a buck 110 used in the most recent Paranormal Activity movie. Really? You mean Paranormal Activity 17? Sorry, I thought the first one was so overrated. I'm sorry. I like that too. One must always maintenance knives when they've been cased or carried. Don't blow up my spot, man. That was my little secret. I've been cased or carrying. It's not a natural hand position, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I wonder. I mean, it could be. I don't know that it necessarily is. Dang, I'm not watching the clock. I gotta go make like an eye and rustle up some grubs. You're gonna be an eye? Cool. The big eyes. That's funny. The eye has big eyes. I never thought about that. Okay. Good seeing y'all. Okay, yay. Thanks. And we are at 47 minutes now. If there's nothing else, I could kill it here. The unboxing is done. I've reviewed some of the newer-ish acquisitions. Again, I'm way behind on content. I'm going to try and maybe do more. That's important. So please comment below if you think it's a major what do you call that, misstep or something's missing if Mariana's not involved. There might. And on the other hand, if you think, look, she didn't even speak or understand English, is dead weight, what's the point? So regardless, I mean, no one's feelings are going to be hurt. Well, not mine. So, but anyway, just be real. Just, is that something that would be missing from the channel? Should I do more solos? Because I think I really do need to do more solos because I can't always depend on her to be available, and my schedule is getting worse and worse and worse and worse. So I kind of just have to do these things when I can. Right now, I'm actually in the middle of stuff, but I decided I want to just unbox this stuff and get it out of the way. I've got a couple more packages coming as well. So in the next couple days, there should be another unboxing as well. I've got some more button locks coming in, etc. So there's going to be some more stuff. Jan has those large middle fingers. See, Matt's always got to come in and do this nasty stuff. I like having her there. I wonder if she gets bored, though. She does. Do whatever feels right. Okay, thanks. Yeah, so if she's able to limp along, we'll see. Again, I seem to be on ban right now because I got blocked last night for some reason. I don't know. There's always some drama there. Listen to the force. It'll guide you. I'm going to force it up my keister. Okay, so this is the black version of the Wise Men company. Again, these little sort of, and it's this, it's the kind of weatherproofing that isn't that shitty stuff that flakes off. I mean, it might eventually as well, but it feels much less solid and waxy than that crappy stuff that we've seen in so many products for so many decades. So hopefully this is a big improvement on that kind of weatherproofing nylon style thing, like on the insides of backpacks. Those things last about a year and it's a wrap. So so I'm kind of trying to figure out on one of these, kind of the bug out one, and then maybe more of like an EDC one. In which case, for example, the nail clipper would be probably more appropriate in this one if it's more of just an EDC thing, and then like the bug out one have more like like fire making stuff. I probably don't need fire making stuff in an EDC one. So that's kind of my latest incarnation of how I'm trying to organize gear, because that's one of the shows I want to do too, is trying to distinguish between EDC stuff, go stuff, emergency kit, etc. Because I can't be naive about the fact that natural disasters are always right around the corner near me. There's forest fires, mudslides, earthquakes, you name it. So any minute the shit's gonna hit the fan. So to what extent do I EDC? To what extent do I emergency preparedness? I've got a hatchet here in case I gotta chop my way out of rubble or clear the street, etc. Now we're talking, will you be doing this forcing tonight? After the cameras are off. I won't be doing it live. It's pay-per-view. I hope so. Of course you do. But you'll be doing your own live solo, okay? They use that stuff in inexpensive school backpacks. Exactly. Which is, so hopefully, I certainly paid enough. These things, I think, $25. Yeah, they're really overpriced. But, it seems to be well made. I don't know that it's astoundingly well made, but and it is a simple concept, but it's a little bit like the steel plow. It's like, well, why didn't anyone think of it sooner then? Not that they haven't, but in this exact configuration, yes, because I've got tool rolls, like I really love this Exotac, right? But this has everything the same size. So I have all my Spydercos in here, right? They're not differently sized for different kinds of EDC gear, right? Or is it? Actually, I haven't measured it, so I don't really know. Anyway, I need to stick my little native in here. Anyway, it's somewhere. All right. So I believe we're close to an hour now, 52 minutes. If there's nothing else, they run about the same price, don't they? You mean the Wise company? Oh, or this? Oh, yeah, you're right. This thing's only about $25 too, I think. You're right. So this is kind of a way better deal. Well, it's not kind of. This is a significantly better deal. But again, these things are mass produced. Probably made in China and stuff. This is, I believe these are like handmade in the U.S., for what that's worth. That's not an inherent thing to me, even though I manufacture as well here in the U.S. But, again, I'm just a budget consumer. I care much more about value. Sorry. But that's the reality. Reality. It's softer yet more durable material too. Yeah. Oh, so you have both too. It sounds like it's a lot lighter, thinner. Yeah. So yeah, I guess the material is more appropriate for lighter EDC, etc. This, as you can see, it fits a huge amount of stuff, and it's massive. And obviously, I've got it overstuffed. I've got it stuffed to the gills because I just wanted to put all my Spydercos in one place. So, yeah. So I was going to try and fit it into this like little EDC elastic thing, but It's not quite as small and thin as I thought it was. It kind of might work, but I don't think it's going to be super practical. But I want to start doing a little bit more with pocket carry. Yeah, it's not, it's pushing it. That's too bad. I really need just a thin, narrow light for that. So, oh well, tried. Oh, I know. I've got a different one. Okay. The Exotech brand sells camping gear. That's probably why. Yeah. I have a bunch of Exotech. So I have a bunch of their Fire Steels, and I really like this. I think I'm going to get the other colorway. There's a gray one. So it's got this heavy duty thread. It's got a sail needle in there, and it's got this Gorilla Tape. And I really like And this is, I think, fire tinder. So I really like this. It's definitely overpriced, but again, it's these kinds of things are so tailor made. I feel the same way about Wazoo. They make they have tin foil that's specifically designed for their survival belt, which again, their survival belt's overpriced. The little ceramic ferro rod necklace thing is overpriced, but it's so tailor made that it's irresistible. And nobody else is really making anything exactly like that because they're using a ceramic striker, um, which is non-ferrous, so it doesn't no metal detectors go off. So again, it's quite nice. So I kind of want to get the Wazoo survival belt. It's just very expensive. Um, yeah. Yep. I feel those water tubes from the One Tigress brand. Okay. Yeah, I have several different companies. I think I have a very big one from Exotech, and then I have several other ones, and I have some no-name ones. I also have this from Exotech. This is uh, the Exotech the for the lighter. It prevents that from escaping the gas, as well as prevents it from getting crushed. Because you can just completely shatter the butane part. So I like this too. It's kind of unnecessarily bulky. Again, you're paying a premium for what you're getting. You're not getting a whole lot, but it's so specifically made for what it's for. If that makes sense. It's made for what it's for. Get it? I know it sounds stupid, but yeah, yeah. Oh, and another show we're live I want to do, or episode, is on EDC, on keychain EDC. If you'll notice, um, um, Bird from Frankie and Bird's channel has increasingly been primarily EDCing through his keychain. Uh, and I think that's just trial and error every day. It's just gets more and more so that it's just like I can't carry around so much stuff. And I was thinking about that because I wear keys on a lanyard, and I use that tiny O light that I won from Lion EDC, Lion's Jewelry and EDC. One of his lives we were on there, and I won the little tiny orange, little mini O light. I use that more than any other light I have. It's barely sufficient because it's not extremely bright, but it's definitely bright enough for what I need it for the most part. Obviously it's sometimes nicer to have something a lot brighter, which I do have a primary carry, but that's just right here. I don't have to reach for it, or sometimes I have it, sometimes I don't. Oh, it floats too. Okay, I forgot about that. You're right. Thanks for pointing that out. He's got that massive keychain setup, ridiculously big. I know, but it's so much more of a reliable way because I've been finding. I mean, as I'm EDCing this as my primary knife, I just, it's so hot these days. I just don't want to carry stuff around. It's just, and the knife you have with you, the best knife is the knife you have with you. So it's like, um, if we're gonna go with keychain carry, uh, the best keychain knife is the cold steel, right? And because I'm compulsive, I had to get both. I got both the Tanto and the spear point. Oh, that's not a spear point. It's just a drop point. Drop point. And this is a hardy knife. I mean, this will do. Certainly for me, that'll do the majority of EDC knife tasks I'll need, and I'm so much more likely to have this on a keychain than, and it's a hell of a lot more knife than this, right? So I might start EDCing these cold steels as like more of like just on my keychain on my lanyard. I already carry around the SOG key lockback, and again, I use that more than my primary because I just have it with me and readily and handy. I use that SOG keychain thing all the time. Like, I use it like crazy. So I've been thinking about that, and it's he's got a newborn. I think he just got a ton of pressure from his old lady. Like, look, dude, like, you got to help me with this. Baby's crying around the clock, like, and I'm sure he'll be back in due time. But yeah, he's been MIA because, and I didn't wonder why. I mean, I strongly suspect he's just got too much on his plate. He's working at Case. I'm sure he took on extra hours, so he's probably putting in extra shifts every chance he gets. So yeah. So thanks for tuning in, and we are now at an hour. So I'm gonna try and kill it right here. And thanks again for tuning in, guys, and participating. And I realize I don't invest anywhere near enough time on this channel to get it to be a lot more functional as I envisioned. But that's why I do lives, because I just don't have time to pre-record, and I'm definitely not going to edit or set up like a studio or something. Like, I just get them done, and now I got to move on, catch up with everything I left hanging. So I'm going to have to call these people back and everything. So thanks. Like, subscribe, comment. I think comment is probably the most heavily weighted in the algorithm, I suspect. So thank you, everyone. Good night.